So we're going to give everyone a chance to get into the room first, a couple of minutes. So you know what we need? We need some kind of a elevator music type thing. What's going on? Yeah, everything that comes from my computer actually is a sound. So let's run a little
Maybe
bit.
you should have the video like on loop. Maybe you should just have it paused for now.
No, it's the people can see it's all right. We can leave it running in the background.
Alright.
Let's see.
Also,
So
lower my volume just a little bit on the stream. I'm kind of loud.
all right. Oh wow, I got you at 16%. All right, say
Just put
something.
me at like
Attention.
12.
I just did. You're good.
Let me see how it adjusted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good now. It's good.
All right. Cool.
Damn, shut up from six viewers watching to 52.
All right. So we're running some music in the background, just letting everybody get into the room because we gotta address this, and some other stuff that I want to talk to you guys about. So when this music stops, we'll get going. If you guys are wondering what song is this, it's Bad Dudes, Fist of Fury, which is kind of silly. Bad Dudes, Fist of Fury. Thank you, Bowser. All right. All right, since Jerron can't get in, I'm gonna bring in somebody else instead. But we'll let the rules.
I mean, I would see if Pauldron could join, but like he is, I think, entirely uninformed about the situation right now. Like if I message him, he'll answer, but like we would have to fill him in on everything. So maybe that's not the best person.
I think he has the gist of how Etika is in his track record, and then previously what he has done in the past. I mean, what he's done in the past, and he could probably comment on what's going on now, how he feels about what happened now.
Do you want me to message him?
Yeah, message him. Oh my goodness, I can't. Super, I have to send you a friend request.
Oh, supposedly, supposedly, this ex-girl was like, Etika a doctor just called me. He has not been arrested. He is not going to jail. He's at a mental ward of a hospital again. Not
Okay.
saying where. I gave her as much information as I could that would make sure he stays in there for longer than a day.
That's smart. What I tell
Who
you?
said that?
It doesn't matter who said it. What did I tell you? Smart. He better go in that route this time.
Oh yeah, his ex said it.
Why can't I accept him as a friend? I don't understand this.
Except who as a friend?
This is not I'm trying to accept the 1 second.
So
Alright,
I think people came in, so I think we should start talking about it now.
Let me see, what time is it? 60 seconds. It's 4 minutes. I want to give everyone an official 5 minutes.
Alright, a couple more minutes and we'll wait.
Alright. I see, even Anna gets it.
Oh, is that guy Gamista? Oh, that guy who made that video about you, Gamestuh, is here.
He's here?
Yeah.
Is he in the YouTube?
Yeah, he's in the YouTube. If you have any words you wanna
No, I want to. No, I don't. Forget about Podrin and Super. I want to bring him in the Discourse.
Oh my god. Okay, but like, if you bring him into Discourse, it's gonna become just about you and him.
No,
and
it won't.
beef
No, it
with
won't.
you.
No, I won't. I'm not a child.
All right.
I wanna
Okay,
bring him into
I
Discourse.
just wanted. Okay. I mean, he needs. Is he? I don't know his Discord information to bring him in. If he even
I'm gonna
cares
ask
to.
him. I'm gonna ask him. What's his name? Gamistu. Are you interested in coming on this discourse? Stop using Etika for clout. You say stop using Etika for clout, but you made a video about me. Could I sit here and say you're using me for clout? Come on, stop it, man. Anyway, I'm inviting you to come in and have a discussion on this entire topic. So let me know if you're interested.
Alright, well, he just replied with Empire Arcade using the race card once again, so he's just dodging the question.
No, he may have gotten it. No, you gotta give him a second. He may be behind.
Yeah. MK is like C Triforce, the average black man in America either dies young or goes insane. True shit.
We'll get to that. We'll get to all of that. I just want to see. I want to give him the opportunity to answer the requests. If not, we'll just start without him. So I'll give him about 30 more seconds because, you know, we're behind. So when I ask the question, he says, hold up, some Jamaican. Okay, so no, so he's clearly not interested. All right.
Alright, so he's not interested, so should I just, if he keeps on going on, I'll just ban him.
No, leave him alone. Leave them alone. Let them say what they want to say in the chat. It's not important, man. Like, let people express themselves, whether it's negative or positive. We don't have to like it. Okay, so all right. So oh boy. Today, let me fix this camera.
So restart the video from the beginning and turn on the audio, I guess.
No, why are you trying to run the show? Stop. Just focus on the topic. That's it. Okay, moving forward. Right. Earlier today, I had a bunch of things to do, and in about 45 minutes from now, I have to go into a meeting, and then I have to stream later on some video games and start my campaign for Africa. So this is an impromptu discourse. We haven't had one in a long time. I was going to make a pre-recorded video today to address the gentleman that I just invited to come in and have a discussion with us, the Gamistu. I was gonna get him to come in here and whatnot, and I want to also address a topic. This all involves Etika, but it involves me because clearly people do not understand where I came from, and I made it very clear, and I just don't understand where these people are coming from. Here's the reason why some people, it's not really a lot, it's some people are upset at me and the situation. It's because what I said about Etika is because I not implied, because it wasn't an implication, I directly said it, that Etika's foolish behavior is being influenced by his audience. I gave examples of Etika's foolish behavior influenced by the audience, and I told the audience it's that they're the reason why he's doing this. I then broke it down psychologically why some of these content creators, rappers, gamers, you name it. I'm gonna go over it again, just so everyone. This is a song from Eminem's "I'm a Soldier," right? So let's replace thugs and rappers with gamers, right? Just so you can understand it. So remember, anytime I say thugs or rappers or gangsters or gamers, no, thugs, rappers or gangsters, change that to gamers. And I just want to read to you these first two opening pieces to Eminem's Soldier's lyric. And he says, "Yo, never was a thug, just infatuated with guns. Never was a gangster till I graduated to one. And got the rep of a villain for weapon concealing. Took the image of a thug, kept things appealing, willing to stick out my neck for respect if it meant life or death. Never lived to regret what I said. When you're me, people just want to see if it's true, if it's you. What you say in your raps, what you do, so you feel as a part of your obligation to fulfill when they see you on the streets face to face as you for real. In any confrontation, no, yeah, in any confrontation, ain't no conversation. If you feel you're in violation, any hesitation get you killed. Now, that line, and I'll put the video. You can watch the actual, well, if you want to listen to this song, you guys can check it out in the YouTube. It's not Toy Soldier, it's just Soldier. You guys can watch that video and watch, it's a lyrical one, so it puts the lyrics there so you can read it. And I explained to everyone that the buffoonery that Etika does, the Etika you see today has always been the Etika you've always known. I explained to people, why are you guys acting like Etika has not done this before? Like earlier, I think it was yesterday or today, there's like Etika's jumping around his bed like a monkey. Yeah, he's done that on many of his streams before. So why are people acting like all of a sudden today now he's crazy? Which is why the stream is about whether or not Etika is crazy or is angry. I then went on to explain that black people speak metaphorically, and to us it's in a spiritual, that's why when we rap we can put feelings in our words through metaphor. You can feel what we're saying. That's how we talk. That's always been us from Africa to America. That's how we always been. That's what happens here in Jamaica. That's what happens in Ghana, and that's what happens in America. So a couple of people don't understand us African people, so I have to break it down online and in that video. And I stated people shouldn't call cops on Etika, because when you call cops on a black person, especially when you say because you care about them, violence can happen, especially in America. And only less than an hour ago, prime example, Etika got in close proximity to a police officer. Things went haywire. That's how that works, which is my exact point. If you don't stop, something bad is going to happen. And now something bad's happened. The difference with this particular situation is not, no one called the cops on Etika. Etika confronted a police officer, and he's 100% wrong in this situation. But the notion that, in my opinion, that he's crazy, I don't believe he's crazy. I believe he's angry. And the anger has taken a mental toll on him. And he's lashing out. But psycho, no. Mentally impaired, no. But that's my opinion. And Etika is free to disagree with that. And if he's smart, he would disagree with that in the situation his ass is in right now. But I posted a video. It wasn't defending Etika. It indirectly defends Etika, because I was talking about the perpetuation of the degradation of mental health and how people perpetuate that line that I read from Eminem. Etika's outside. I don't know if he's throwing up gang signs. You can't really see as you're watching the video, but he's doing something. I'm assuming he's putting up the middle finger everywhere. And you people have cameras and phones are out, and his fans are out there. You can tell that he's his fans, right? And they're screaming, Etika, Etika, Etika. And then Etika then walks out to a police officer, which at first I thought that was like some type of MTA person or whatever, because they both wear blue. I don't know if that was a police officer, but people are saying it's a police officer, right? And it looks like Etika puts his middle finger up in the police officer's face. Now, whether that was a police officer or a person, you don't put your middle finger up. That's just going to escalate into something far worse if it's a police officer. But Etika's been on his F the police thing, right? Because of his understanding of America. And the police officer moves his hand, Etika swings. He's wrong. First of all, Etika's wrong, period, for put his hands in the face of any officer. Unless the officer approaches him and threatens him. But clearly you can see in this video, he approached the officer and he put his hands up. The officer moves his hand, he swings on the officer swings back and trips over him and whatever. And then now we're in this particular situation. And I want people to understand something about me and Etika, right? I know Etika. I would say I would say I'm Etika's friend. I can't necessarily say Etika's a friend of mine, which that means I feel I'm Etika's friend, but I can't speak for Etika. Etika may be like F Triforce. We don't know that. I've told people this a lot of times. So when people say, "Oh, Triforce, that's Etika. He's your boy. He's taking up for him." Well, no, I'm not. Etika is accountable for his actions. This narrative that he's a psycho person, cut it out, because he's been doing what he's been doing since you guys have enabled him to do it. When he was in that street and he put his hand in the police officer's face, everyone out there with a character yelling and screaming was enabling him. And in the hood, we call it putting the battery in your back. So now he's face to face. Is he for real? The officer moves his hand. Ooh, he got an audience. He got to let him know he's real. Swing. Bad move. Now, Desmond is in trouble. And I mean, Desmond is in trouble that Etika has completely taken over. And Etika has been trying to Desmond has been trying to control Etika, or just get in control. Think of it like what you guys were mentioning earlier, the Hulk and Bruce Banner, right? He's trying to control that. So that's a personality issue. That's an anger issue, right? I don't want to call it's not schizophrenia, because Triforce and Isaiah are cool. People go like, "Oh, you're schizophrenic." No, I know when I'm in charge, and Triforce will have to take a seat back when the time is needed. I'll let Triforce know when he's like gotta chill out, like Dwayne Johnson and The Rock. Very same situation. The principles remain the same. Nothing has actually changed in that regard. But I don't know how you guys misconstrued me saying that you're enabling and influencing Etika to continue his buffoonery, which entertains you guys. Keemstar didn't contact Etika because he was interested in Etika's well-being. Keemstar said it to himself. I am loyal to my fans. He just has to make content. That's what his fans want. Fans want, yo, Keemstar, talk to Etika, because it's entertaining. So that's what he did. Keemstar's in the same trap Etika's in. C&D was in the same trap. But C&D, Alex Pekelia is like, Captain Nintendo dude, hold on for a second. I'm just going to go chill with my dad for a second. When you come back, don't ask questions. I'll let you know when I'm coming back. Every now and then I'll peek in with my fans and I'll let them know what's going on. And they're going to wait. Desmond and Etika has been fighting with that. Desmond made a post earlier stating in it, he loves everyone, something to that, of course. I'll be there when you need me, but never when you want. So this is the battle he's having. This situation here with hitting the police officer is a completely isolated situation, and we wanted to make a video earlier to go over this issue before this happened, and I was just gonna record it and put it out online, but I was like, we ran out of time. It should have came out earlier, because then if I put out a video about that past situation, it looks like I'm backpedaling, but I'm not backpedaling. I'm standing my course. Do not call the police on black people, because things like that happen. So if you didn't get the message in my first video when I said why you don't call police officers on black people, that's why. It's not a race thing. It's literally what happens in America. It's dangerous for police officers to be called on black people. You call police officers on black criminals. A black man is robbing a store, or doing something against the law, you call the police on them. If they're not doing that, if they're minding their business, if they want to be in their house doing some wild, crazy stuff, leave them alone. So if you didn't get my point then, this is my point now. It's being expressed, literally. So now you don't mistake my point. So let me go to this guy, Raw Gusta guy. So he makes a video here. I'm just gonna give you guys a real quick show of it, right? I'm not gonna play his video, but you guys can go check out his viewpoints. So let me give him some clout here since he thinks I'm clout chasing. But you can go check out his YouTube page. It's Gamistu. He made a video about me saying stop damage control for Etika. I don't know how he believes I'm doing damage control for Etika. I don't watch Etika's videos. I was subscribed to him, but he deleted his first channel. And for people who keep saying, well, we're gonna to why he deleted his channel, because that's another issue that I'm gonna bring up in a second. And sorry guys, Wes and Sahil, I'm doing the intro so that when we begin our discussion or the discourse on this, you guys know all the pieces that we'll be talking about. So, but we'll get into the other things that quote unquote he crazily did. But I'm not doing damage control for Etika. Etika doesn't need damage control. There is no damage control. Etika's popularity is spiking because of the perpetual degradation of the mental health of the audience. The audience loves this. In fact, right now, prime example of this, right? You say I'm clout chasing, right? Right? Clout chasing will require to do a video on someone I've never known. You don't know me. You've never been in my house. You've never seen me. You don't do nothing. I've been in Etika's house. I've known Etika. I've stayed with Etika for a while. I've worked with Etika before. I've collabed with Etika. So it's not clout chasing. When you don't know Etika from nowhere and you make a video on it, you're clout chasing. There's a big difference. I just don't want to see another black man destroyed. So you completely misunderstood or misconstrued the situation. I'm not you. You doing a video on me about Etika, you clout chasing. That's what that is. That's got nothing to do with me. I made a video literally telling people stop calling the cops on Etika before something bad happens. You accuse me of clout chasing. That's crazy. How? How many videos do I do on Etika all the time? They're rare. One every year. This is the only year where I've made now 3 videos on Etika within the span of 2 days because of the recent issues. And I just want to say this right now. This is the last video I'm going to do on Etika. I'm not doing any more videos. When this whole thing blows over and Etika comes back out and something bad happens to Etika, anyone who calls me, yo, Triforce, I'm going to do to you what Etika's doing. You're going to get the middle finger in your face. Leave me alone. Don't bring your drama to me. People bring Etika stuff because they know I know Etika and I've dealt with Etika, and they ask me. I then reply to the requests of the people asking me what's going on. I try to bring context to the situation, and then dudes is like, I'm clout chasing. What do I do? Well, you should mind your business. Then why don't you mind your business? Why are you making videos? So you don't even take your own advice. You're a hypocrite. So anyway, moving on. Let's go over to this next piece here. This is the main reason why I wanted to do the discourse before Etika ended up swinging on this police officer. I want to read something to you guys. So a guy called Kevin Emoni, or Emo, I don't know how to pronounce his name, says the following: can you not defend a mentally deranged child? Which I wasn't defending Etika. I was bringing context to the situation and telling people that calling police officers on black people is almost the equivalent of a death sentence, and you need to stop. That's what my video was. Anyway, he goes, the kid posts how he's gonna kill himself. He then came on and apologized and told everyone he took it too far. He was wilding out. That does not sound like someone who's suicidal. And then he was released from whatever custody he was taken into when that happened. So why would they release him if he's mentally deranged and he's truly suicidal? So that negates your point. Then he goes, uploads porn on YouTube. Oh boy, crap. Sorry, YouTube. I said the word porn. I'm not gonna show anything regarding pornographic stuff. It's just that it's in context replying to this guy's posts. Now I'm gonna have to set for a manual review. Oh boy. But yeah, X-rated videos, right? On YouTube. He was trying to get out of his agreement with his former YouTube management company that did not want to let him go because he had almost had 1 million views and they were making money off of him. and he said he didn't want to work with them anymore. He wanted to delete his YouTube, and he couldn't delete his YouTube because of his subscriptions and whatnot. Google, just to let everyone know, you don't own your YouTube. Google owns it. Like, you don't own your YouTube account. I look in the terms of service. You don't own it. You're using you're licensing Google's platform to put videos that of yours that they own. That's how it works. So Etika understood that the only way the channel could get terminated is if he violated terms of service. And in Etika fashion, Etika put up some wild, crazy way to get his channel deleted. So he put up X-rated videos. So YouTube now is like, we can't keep the channel up because this violated terms of services. If YouTube does not delete the channel now, then YouTube is contradicting their own terms of services. So that's why he deleted. That was a genius way to get your channel deleted so that he can move on to a new platform and do something else. I'm not going to get into something which then I don't want to kind of break down some of the strategies that he did to, we're just going to skip that. He starts his new channel, which if you know, look on YouTube's guidelines, if YouTube terminates your channel, you can't make another channel again. So the question is, how did Etika get Etika FRFX? Sit down and think about that for a while and you see the genius in Etika. But anyway, then the guy goes on to say, and is constantly saying stuff like he's Lucifer. Yeah, because he's trolling you. Like, this is what Etika does. At least know what you're talking about before you talk about it. You really should take your own advice. But here's where things go crazy. Listen to what this guy says. Also, nobody called because he's black. I never said that. I said, stop calling cops on black people. And then earlier in this discourse, I went on to explain expressive. You only call cops on black people if they're breaking the law. Calling cops on black people is close to a death sentence because of the history of police officers and black people in America. That's not race baiting. That's statistical facts. You try to word it all you want. That's statistical facts. And today, Etika in front of a police officer, violence happened. That just proved my point. But this guy goes, stop with the race baiting BS, you whiny bitch. The amount of people who believe in the genocide of African Americans and slavery is so damn minuscule that it is a non-existent thought process. So just stop it. Now, before we comment on that comment, let us look at the context of that language. The amount of people who believe. So he's talking about the amount of people who believe that Africans were genocide and enslaved is minuscule. But Africans have been genocide and we have been enslaved. But he relegated these facts to a belief, meaning it isn't fact. You can choose to believe whether we were enslaved or genocide. Now, let me ask you guys a question in the YouTube, and I just want to see it for the record in the YouTube. If we took out African Americans and replaced the word with Jewish, how insulting would this comment then be? Now, people are going to say, oh, you're race baiting, Triforce. Am I? You say African American, doesn't really hurt that bad. It's just, he's an idiot. He's a blah, blah, blah. But let's just replace the word with Jewish. They would be like, he's anti-Semitic. And it'd be an uproar. It'd be a huge uproar. But he said black people, so it's not that important. And the point I'm trying to make here is that he says don't race bait, but he just marginalized my race. He relegated our genocide and our enslavement to a belief. So bring it to the show. Sorry for that long opening. Is Sahil and the legendary Wes.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
here. I heard everything.
no, no, I know. I'm just introducing you guys to the show, right? So I've already made my statements based on the situation regarding the question of the evening: is Etika crazy, or is he just angry? Or let's brand the word. Is he the typical angry black man? What's your thoughts?
I'll let Wes go first.
Well, Wes, did you hear everything I just said?
Yeah, I honestly think he's on the road to destruction based off of where he's at now. And it makes sense that from one of the tweets he was telling people about how he's gonna make content but on his terms when he wants to. And that's like an outcry for some type of help. Like I feel like he I guess he got so popular that he got to the point where it's tough for him to create constant the type of content that the people like on a consistent basis. And I saw it when it came to some of his streams.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really follow him religiously like everyone else, but then I would come into his streams once in a while and see some of the stuff he would say, and a lot of it would, a lot of the times, especially his YouTube videos, he would tell people that, oh, he's back and he's gonna be putting up consistent videos. But I think deep down inside, for the type of person he is, battling the war between Desmond and Etika, um, he probably wasn't able to do that. I think, and the video that you are showcasing on the stream,
Mm-hmm.
just makes it seem like he was doing stuff in regards to the crowd that was around him and kind of egging him on. And I think once he once he released that his hand, once he swung at the cop and it landed and everything like settled in, he probably the Desmond inside of him probably was just like, damn, he just messed up. You know what I'm saying?
It,
So I think
once the punch swung, the screen froze and it was black, and it was like it was at this moment Desmond knew he fucked up. Boom.
base basically, and none of us in here is using this particular situation to benefit from it, but more so showcase and kind of express our feelings on the situation. I know I'm speaking. I'm also speaking for myself though, but I think honestly, like this is just a sad thing for a person
It is.
of his stature to go down in flames. I don't know if he's ever going to recover from this, but with his popularity, I think he could have used it for better than what it is right now.
Mm-hmm. See,
And
my thing is that he better claim he's crazy now. He better he
yeah,
better claim he's crazy now.
because as a fellow as somebody who works for the city, when it comes to other police officers, FDNY,
Mm-hmm.
MTA, you put your hand on any of those people, you getting years, you getting time. So I don't know what happened to him after the situation. If he actually went to jail, if he got arrested and or put in some type of psych ward. All I know is that in his he needs to kind of probably go with the psych ward approach and see if he could utilize the situation and take one big and utilize it as one big eye opener and just something like a
They need to
one big slice of humble pie. Eat that
they
shit,
need to
that mess for a while,
they
and just
need
figure out
to
what he needs to do.
remove him off of social media. He needs a 1 year off social media. He needs to recover as Desmond.
He
Yeah,
needs to
yeah,
detox.
no, like you just looking at his Twitter, like the people he's talking to on Twitter who reply to all of his shit. When you're around people like that 24/7, no shit, eventually you're gonna turn into this. But but like going off of that into what I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now here's the thing, right? So when you say Etika's crazy, right? Like there is
When I say he's crazy,
no, like no, in like
When
I
you
just mean
ask
like
him,
the question of is Etika angry or crazy, right?
mm-hmm.
Crazy is Crazy is a really broad statement, right?
Well,
Crazy is
I'm just going by what I'm just going by what.
no, I know that. I know you are, right? I'm elaborating into it and what I'm gonna like count crazy as,
Mhm.
right? Because I know you're just saying that for the sake of the title. It can't be too
No, no,
long.
no, 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 no. I'm saying that because that's what the audience says.
Oh, okay.
If you look in the audience right now, some of them are
Yeah.
like Etika's nuts.
Yeah. Oh, and also, just in case you wanted to know, earlier on somebody said that the people who were egging him on were from a middle school in
It's a bunch of
downtown
school
Brooklyn.
kids.
Yeah, it was a bunch of school kids
They saw him
egging him
face to
on.
face, and they was like, "Are you for real, Etika?"
Or
Even
yeah,
even when he shoved or punched, people say he shoved, he didn't punch. Whether he shoved or punched, and apparently it's not a police officer, it's a guard.
okay.
Cause I knew something. I'm like, that doesn't look like a police officer.
Yeah,
And
he's in a uniform, but it's not a police
a
uniform.
police unit, yeah, it's not a police uniform. And um, so that could have been a crossing guard for that school. It could have been a security guard for a bank or whatever the case may be.
That's not a security. That's not a crossing guard. Crossing guards wear different colors.
No, no, no. That's a police officer. I'm looking at the hat. That's an NYPD hat.
It's the NYPD hat. Okay.
Yeah, West.
Um.
The NYPD's still wear those military hats.
Yeah, they still wear those hats.
All right.
Okay. Also, just an update from Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I know I think Trevor's somebody told you, but in case other people don't know,
Yeah.
quick Etika update. A doctor called me. Etika has not been arrested. He's not going to jail at the moment, or at least as far as they know. He's at a mental ward in a hospital again. Not saying where. I gave her as much information as I could that would make sure he stays there for longer than a day. But now going back to what I was saying about him being crazy or angry, right? So when obviously crazy just means there's something mentally wrong with you, but when we're talking about there being something mentally wrong with you, there's so many different things it could be, right? You could be having a manic episode, you could have depression, you could have PTSD, you could have bipolar disorder. There are hundreds of things that encompass that, right? So when when you say crazy, it just means there's something more going on, right? He's
Mm-hmm.
not 100% all together, right? So when we're talking about how he has an internal conflict between the personality of Etika and Desmond, well, to me, that sounds like personality disorder, right? And when he is, yes, I understand that, like, okay, on Twitter, when he's expressing him and stuff and he's saying stuff like, I'm God and stuff, that's a metaphor for, his self determined and stuff. Right?
Yeah.
I get that. But when all together, when he starts doing this all at the same time, right? I don't think it's unreasonable to say there's something going on. I'm not saying he's
No,
not
no, no,
angry,
no, no.
right?
We know.
He,
Whoa, whoa,
he's
whoa, whoa, whoa.
definitely angry.
We do. We definitely. There is something going on. In the last video I did, and then I did a stream. I said the more people do this, the more they put the battery in his back. I
Yeah.
expressed this on the stream. If his audience continues to push the battery in his back, the persona Etika is like, it's attention. The
Yes, so
persona is going to be like, I have to do this because the audience wants this. But
Yes.
Desmond may not want to do that.
No, I understand that. So what I'm saying right now is his judgment is not all together. Right?
His judgment is definitely impaired.
Yeah. So I think that he is angry for maybe a variety of reasons, but I do think he also has some mental stuff that he needs to get
I'm
in
gonna
order.
keep it
So
real.
I think he's both. I think he's angry and, for lack of a better word, crazy too. So I think he's a mixture of both right now.
Well, what he did today was
Uh,
definitely crazy.
In order, I'm gonna keep it real. In order for you to help him with this social media detox, everyone's just gonna have to ignore everything he does.
But they're not going to do that. Like I said.
That's the problem.
Like I said in the. Like I said.
Not only Etika's battling himself between Etika and Desmond, but now there's a battle between his organic fans and the people who want to egg him on. And sadly, the real fans is probably like, or the people that care for him is like 10%. And the crazy thing about it is, that 10% of people, he actually blocked a few of them. I know. I think he blocked Sky Williams because Sky asked him was telling him to try to help him out and say certain things that I guess a concerned organic friend, wanted to wanted to help him out with, and he blocked him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So stuff like that is the reason why it has escalated to the point where it's at now. So
Uh,
biggest thing is everyone just needs to ignore him on social media. Don't give him no likes. Don't give him no views. None of that stuff.
But they
You
can't.
know,
But now we go to the YouTube sickness, which expands to the social media sickness.
wait,
They
Trafford, before. Okay.
go on, go on. No, go on, go on.
Okay. So I wanted to say, like, the perfect analogy for the situation right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you and Wes might not get it because you're older, but I know a lot of people in chat are gonna get this, right? But this entire situation with Etika is like the ripped pants episode from SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Okay?
Thank you.
The ripped pants episode where
He ripped his pants once, and everyone laughed at him.
Laughed at, and now
He
he's doing
smiled,
so
and he does it all the time now.
all the
yeah, I
fucking
saw that. I saw that episode.
So
I ain't
This
yo,
is
yo,
the
bro. We
ripped
ain't that
pants
old. We ain't that
episode
old,
from
man.
SpongeBob in real life.
and
Okay, this
and
is what happened.
people cannot understand this. So when I made the video, the
And you know
YouTube
what? Sorry, you know when the only what it took for SpongeBob to realize he needs to stop ripping his pants everywhere? When everybody stopped giving him attention.
Yup.
That's when he realized.
And then what would he do? What would he do? He would go to the next thing for attention. I apologize for the noise in the background. So now we're in a situation. Now we're in a situation with Etika, but multiply that times 1,000. So whether Etika is drinking Devil Springs, flipping in his bed like a monkey, like he's done in the past, all of a sudden everyone's bringing it up now because he's doing something he did like every year of his stream ever, but whatever. Like all of a sudden now, he's crazy. This is why I'm so happy C&D just decided to I'm taking a break.
C&D knew where he was heading and he stopped.
And he stopped immediately. He stopped before it got to that level.
Yeah.
Triforce! Yo! Triforce! What? Yo, you know what happened to C&D? Alex is okay. Yeah, but like I haven't heard from him. So, he's okay. I just told you he's okay. Yeah, but like, where is he? Why are you so concerned? Like, he's alright. He's with his family. Why doesn't he let me know? Whoa.
So what the fuck?
Wow.
Sorry for swearing, but, yeah.
Wow. I didn't know he needed to let you know he's taking a break. Yeah, but like he has an audience, he has an obligation. Oh, wow. I didn't know he had an obligation.
Didn't I tell you about how things work already, man?
Yeah.
Basically, how things work is a lot of these people who quote unquote care about their star don't really care. They basically want to know what's up with their product. They're paying for a product and they want to know from the manufacturer what's going on with their product, why their product is taking so long to come from the conveyor belt. What's going on? They pay their monthly dues. What's going on with their product? They
paid for their channel subscription, and Etika needs to produce the product, which is the content that makes them laugh and get through their day, even at the detriment of Etika.
Yeah. By the way, Triforce, just to because I know since you're doing a bunch of things, you did get a donation from Chandler.
Yes, I'm gonna explain that to Chandler. Chandler, Etika apparently, I have to say apparently because I don't have the full details, swung on a police officer or a security guard that is yet to be determined. He was taken into custody and put into a medical facility. Charges are pending. That video is what you're looking at. But yes, someone said in the crowd, Alex did the right thing and took a break. I take breaks. The only reason why I don't take big breaks like how you guys think it is, because this is my life. Creating content in gaming is my life. Pushing my esports team, that's my life. This is what I do. So that's what it is. Etika needs to be okay so he can give us more content. Etika's fan base. Yep, that's what they think. Just join the stream. All YouTube mental health aside, just thought I'd support the videos. Thank you, Dago. But yeah, this is what a lot of people think. They think that Everyone just wants Etika to be okay so that Etika could continue to provide them with the content that makes them get through their day. That's what people want. You know what I want for Etika? Since you people say, oh, Triforce, you trying to get clout off of Etika. Me and Etika's not even the same space. Clout where? For who? I don't want Etika's fan base. Damn sure don't want Etika's fan base. Oh, hell no. I dislike you people. I'm not the cool ones who are okay and they take a laugh at Etika. The degenerate ones. Like, I don't like you. Don't subscribe to my channel. Like, you guys aren't Joy-Con boys. You're Joy-Con demons. Like, something's wrong with you people. You guys like lollies. I've seen some of the stuff you guys post. No, I don't. Clout? Etika's peoples? Nah, B. I don't want y'all. And you know what's so funny? Etika don't want you either. Facts.
Okay, yeah, that's it. This guy's getting timed out. Oh my god.
Facts. Etika doesn't even want you type of people. You type of people are dangerous for him. He's cognitive of it. He knows it. It may be too late for him now though. But yeah, this is all added up that pushed him. My man took 3 months off last year. Holy smokes. Dudes bombed my Discord DMs. Dudes bombed my Twitter. Dudes bombed my Facebook. I was on streams in the middle of stream. Okay, guys. Today we're gonna play Dead Cells. Yeah, yo, Triforce. Hey, what's going on, man? Yo, where's Etika? I'm playing Dead Cells. Did you come in my stream to ask me? Like my stream, the thumbnail says Dead Cells Endgame. You came in my stream to ask me about another streamer. What is your malfunction? And they do it with Alex all the time. So let's talk about. So clearly, I think we all can agree that Etika has problems, but it's not the mental issues that everyone is claiming it to be. Kisan says straight foolishness. It is straight foolishness. What's the best way for Etika to deal with the current situation? Do you agree? My suggestion is disappear for a year. What do you guys think?
I think disappear in like obviously he needs a while. A year might be too much. It just depends on the person, right? So whenever he knows that he's good, come back, right? So maybe it'll take him a year. I think personally he just needs like 3-4 months, like just isolated.
He took 3-4 months last year. That wasn't enough.
Nah, I think he
No,
needs.
no, the 3-4 months last year was just him buying a house. Like he wasn't
But
taking a mental detox. Like he was on Twitter doing the same old stuff he was always
No,
doing.
he needs.
It's
He
just,
needs.
it's
Dude,
just he was just busy with literally buying a
He
place.
He needs a solid. He needs a solid year.
I think
And
he needs a solid year. And thank you, Arthur.
That's honestly that's being generous because the reason why I say that it goes more than just get off YouTube. He needs to fix
All
his
social
surroundings.
media. No, he needs to get off of Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, anything digital where he communicates with people. He needs to just get away from them. Period.
And the thing is too how he conducts himself with certain people. He needs to fix that too because that could still be something that it won't matter if he's off social media because when he comes back he's just gonna do the same thing. So he's gonna need to fix that too. And then maybe even just stick to when he comes back just doing reaction videos on certain things because some of
Okay,
the
so
stuff
I need to ask the chat something because you know that whole thing about people saying Etika's in a cult. People are saying Etika's in a cult called the Venus Project. What the hell is the Venus Project?
Oh
No,
my
no.
God.
It says no.
They
Time,
don't
no,
know
no,
what
don't.
Venus Project
No,
is.
time out. See, don't acknowledge that. That's the problem.
Okay.
It went
No,
from.
it's not
It
'cause
went
I
from.
think-
It
it's
went. No,
not
no.
'cause
I didn't. I
think
know.
you're
I didn't.
right,
I
it's
didn't.
just-
I didn't think. I'm not saying you're right. Don't perpetuate the degradation of mental health. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't
Alright, so
perpetuate it.
go look up what the Venus Project is. When you see what it is has nothing to do with what Etika has done.
Yeah, it's completely separate. I'm reading it now. Okay, whatever.
Have you ever watched the documentary called Zeitgeist?
Yeah. Well, it's not dodging. It's
Now
not.
we're
It's
going
not.
left field,
Yeah,
left
we're going left.
field,
We're going left.
offsides,
We're going left
technical
field. But
foul,
we'll stop.
roughing the
We'll stop.
passing,
I'm just
flagrant
saying.
foul,
All right, don't talk.
ejection.
Don't
This
talk
shit is.
about it no more.
All
All
right.
All
I
right,
gotta say, that has nothing to do with what's going on. So don't worry about
Okay.
it.
All right.
exactly.
try for that to cut that shit out real quick.
Real quick, because this was getting stupid, and this
Nah,
is
nah, yeah,
this
yeah.
is
So
what the
forget about it.
audience always does this. I watched them do it to Etika. I've watched them to do it to. Remember when Alex was with this young lady Pluto, and the shipping happened? Now, obviously, shipping is romantic and cute, but then if you watch and read some of the comments, some of these people put in terms of shipping Alex and Pluto, it wasn't shipping. It was downright X-rated. Dudes be going left field, way left, and some
Oh
of
yeah,
them just go.
the shit they were saying.
Yes,
Yeah.
it just gets out of hand. Dudes is
Yeah.
going way right. Dudes
And
just
see it, and see because they made it so left field, nothing could ever actually happen because it was just there was an expectation. So it's
yes.
like
So in this situation, right?
that's
What?
why in general you just keep that shit off of YouTube because you know as soon as you're a single male talking to another single female on YouTube or
Mhm.
on stream or whatever on vlogs, people are automatically gonna do that. So that's why you just
All right. So I have a question for you too.
it's the same reason that sorry, but just it's the same reason that Ninja said he can't stream with female streamers. But
Exactly. And
yeah.
everyone. And guess what? Ninja is
People
a married.
crucified him.
Ninja is a married man. He says, "I don't stream with female gamers because I have a wife." They took that and spun it to Ninja hating women.
So it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Don't matter.
My man said, "I have a wife." The moment he said, "I have a wife," that should have just been the end of it.
That should actually gave some praise, but you know how people like turning it around.
No, because if what's not, it's not important. His marriage with his wife isn't important. What's important is the women that want to play Fortnite with him. That was more important. And the social justice warriors who jumped on board to go, yeah, like, whoa. It's just, this is the internet for you. Like, the internet is crazy. And for a lot of you content creators, I've said this in past videos before, like there's a sickness and a disease. We live in an Orwellian society. We do. Just not too long ago, over the Easter weekend, two men were fighting in the streets and people had their cameras out recording the fight. The Easter bunny had to jump in to help. Let me say this one more time. Lilix, thank you. Who is Ray and who helped discharge Etika from the psych ward? I don't know. On neither one of those questions.
I don't think he's discharged. Like if you're talking about prior a couple of days ago, we don't know, but I think he's in the psych ward now. Like I think he's like,
even if he was discharged right now, there's no way we would know because this is happening live. So yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you for the donation, greatly appreciated. No, like that wasn't being. I wasn't trying to be sarcastic with that. I was just literally saying thank you because I want to get back on the point. But the Easter bunny jumped in. The Easter bunny, but the regular people were recording. The Easter bunny jumped in.
We
The
live in a society.
Easter bunny. Being someone who gave that, being someone who says that we do not want Etika back for his own well-being, but rather for our own enjoyment in his content. Are you sure you are also exclusively looking out for his well-being? Actually, I've been telling Etika and C&D to get away from here. If I'm looking out for my best interests, right? According to the people who are sitting here saying I want clout, I would want Etika to get out of the hospital, jump back online. I would call Etika like Keemstar, have a live interview about what happened with him swinging on the cops.
Yeah.
This is what I want for Etika. I want him to get out of wherever problem he's about to face, get past it. And after he gets past that problem, then vanish, disappear.
Notice that the majority of the people who are claiming they care about Etika and they want to help him out, they all the only place they're contacting him is publicly on Twitter, right? No, these aren't the people who have his phone number who are calling him up. They're not DMing him on Twitter. No, they're publicly just replying to him where
Because they want
everybody else
they
can
want the
see.
attention, too.
Yeah.
At they
Like,
they comment to him.
Why don't you just DM him or
No,
call him,
but
be
they
close friends with him?
because they can't.
And
So-
also, if you don't have his number, then maybe you aren't that close of a friend with him, and maybe you should let the people that are handle it.
No,
Right?
they can't. They gotta um.
They gotta check on their product.
Etika went live on Twitch right now. Question is how. And I'm not gonna contact Etika on Twitch. That's now for all you people here. If Etika went live right now, all of the fans for Etika, right? Can you double check if he went live? Because if he went live right now,
Well, here's the thing. When he goes live,
Yeah.
it's always under a new account because he gets banned off the old one.
Okay.
So somebody put it in the chat. I'll check it. If it's legit, I'll show it to
if
everybody. You
he's
guys can just
live,
click on it.
if he's live, I will end the stream, and then you guys can all run to your Lord, Master,
So
and God.
Put the
But-
link in chat on Etika World. I can't find it.
Yeah, someone have to tweet it because you can't.
No.
People are banned for putting links in here because then they will link the other.
Jagan put it.
All right.
And what Jagan wants in the Jagan wants to come to voice chat before you end up to add him.
I don't mean to bring you out of left field, but do you believe his association with this project
Yo,
might have
he's
affected
actually
his mental
streaming- Okay, Jagan
Okay.
is here now, and yeah, Etika's streaming in 11 minutes. What the
Yeah,
hell?
he's starting his stream in 11 minutes, so
In 11
okay,
minutes
don't
will end.
it.
No.
When he
No.
streams,
Mhm.
let's see what's going on.
No, whoa, no, that's hypocritical right there. That's hypocritical. Hold on, I'm gonna read Dago's statement. I must say something about that. Y'all also gotta remember his fans shamelessly post anime nudes on Twitter. As long as there are people like that on his Twitter, there's no hope. Agreed. Wait, time out. I said in the beginning of the stream, after this video, done. Stream, whatever. I will never comment on Etika's situation again. Etika's gonna have to go face this. He's gonna have to go face this. I don't know if this is a publicity stunt. I don't care. All I know is that Etika has
You're right.
Etika has successfully defeated Desmond.
What the hell? Okay, so I just wanted to ask what's it called?
You know something?
Um,
I'm gonna say something right now.
what?
FRFX. If Etika is streaming in the next 11 minutes, this is staged. I refuse to believe anything. It's all fake.
Oh my god.
I just thought about this. I was like, wait. Whoa. Try first. He was just apprehended yesterday, put in the institution, got his papers released. I saw with my own eyes him swing on a police officer. He's in New York City. If in 11 minutes that stream turns on and he's streaming, this is all BS. It's all fake. It doesn't make a difference. I'd wash my hands of the entire situation. I'm done.
Yo,
Okay.
dude, that was probably one of his boys, son.
That could be, yeah. That could be.
Let Jagan's in here, so let him say.
Yeah,
what-
okay.
Jagan,
No, I just
come.
want to say one thing because a lot of people are saying that. Just for clarification, was it an actual punch or was it a push? The guy got pushed down.
No, I saw his arm outstretched, swing from one side to the other. I don't know if he contacted the face. I don't know if he made fist-to-face contact, but I saw his arm outstretched on one
Yeah.
end and then go to the other end.
Okay, so
if that stage, this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, all you can do is clap. Bravo.
Because here's the thing.
Bravo.
Alice said that someone called her and said that he's in a mental facility. If this is staged, I mean, I don't know. We'll find out in eight and a half minutes. But if this is staged, then this
Darkness is the absence of light. Ego is the absence of awareness.
So try first. I'll say.
I'm a
this
gamer
first,
guy.
right?
But go on,
We
yes.
should, no, we should listen. So you're right. After this, like that's it on your end, right? but like, wait until he starts streaming, and if if it just ends up being like last night, where he's just in his boxers, just jumping up and down, doing whatever the hell.
It doesn't make a difference what.
Kamehamehas, then we can just ignore it. But if he's like,
I
don't know, there's
refuse.
something of
I
substance,
refuse. I refuse. I refuse to make content off of him. You have to understand. The only reason why I made my video. Okay, so let's go over the order. The first video I made yesterday is because I was truly worried about Etika because people swatted him. Police officers broke into his door. I legitimately thought we lost one of ours. That's what I thought. I made a video. I made a video to express to people my concerns on people calling cops on black people for non-violent non-violent actions or crimes either way, and they need to stop it because it's almost a death sentence, literally. A bunch of people started writing a bunch of weird, crazy statements in that comment of that uploaded video, and people are asking a bunch of questions. It was too many questions for me to ask, so I decided to do a stream, and in that stream address the true issue at hand. The problem isn't Etika. The problem is the YouTube sickness. When I did that, people got offended because the audience now is like, is Triforce blaming us? Yeah. Everyone who contributes to the battery in his back and the attention is perpetuating the degradation of mental health, not just for Etika, but for yourself and the other people in the audience. I even said in the video, this includes me. But I only did that to get the message across so that we are aware of this degradation or the perpetuation of the degradation of mental health. It's to make people aware. Now this guy's talking about no one even believes in black genocide or slavery, so it never happened, right? And I need to stop race baiting. And this guy, Stu guy, is sitting here saying, stop being Etika's PR agent and trying to do damage control. Which then I wanted to host a video explaining that it isn't about damage control. I'm not defending Etika's actions. Everything Etika do is Etika's fault, whether he's insane or sane. It's still his fault because he's performing the actions. But there are influences to those actions. For instance, right? People go, yeah, but black people shoot each other in the hood all the time. Yeah, and it's their fault. But guess what? Despite it being their fault, who put the guns in the hood? Yeah, but black people is always taking drugs and killing themselves and selling it to each other. Yeah, that's true. That is our fault. But who puts the drugs in the hood? Yeah, but Etika's wilding out and acting crazy and all this other stupid stuff. Yeah, you're right. That's his fault. But who's influencing him? Why can't people just get this like regular logic? I don't understand. Like, am I talking crazy here or am I just like being logical? I'm just being logical here. Like, I don't get it. So when I made that video, that was what I was trying to point. Then you have these people out here saying something. So now I wanted to put out a video, and then Etika does this. And there's no way I'm defending that. Like, I don't care if the cop pushed his hand out of his face. Why did you put your hand in the cop's face? Etika's answer is going to be because he wanted to. And that's that. And my answer is, all right, B, do you. But you know what you guys' problem, you know what you guys as an audience problem is? You can't leave it at do you. No, Etika, you can't. You need to stop. Stop, Etika. We care about you. We don't want anything to happen to you. Does Etika even know you? No, he doesn't. Why do you care? Because I'm his friend. Is he your friend? So, anyway, I want to end this we just hit the 1 hour mark anyway. Like I said, I like to try to keep the discourses underneath. This was, I don't even know if this was really a discourse, but I'm going to leave you guys with closing comments and any statements you want to regard on this. And then on that, let's bounce. But yeah, Jagan, we'll start with you. Oh, wait a minute. Did Jagan? Oh, no, Jake. Oh, he's there. He's right there. Oh, I already see that. Okay. Well, Jagan is probably disposed of right now. He can't say anything. So we'll go with you, Wes. What's your closing comments on this entire thing?
My closing comments is we got there's 2 minutes left until his stream. That's all I gotta say because this is a bunch of buffoonery right now, son.
People are
To be
saying
honest with you, I think all of this could potentially have been a waste of time because of the fact that either he staged all of this and it probably won't change anyway. So yeah, I mean, I just think it's silly, it's nonsense going on, and potentially he just needs to just
listen to
do
this.
a social media detox. To
Hold
be
on.
honest with you.
Had to listen to your points in context to understand better. A simple you got it goes a long way. Respect on this. All right, thank you, Evidan. Okay, yes, A-Train, you're in here.
So I have 2 comments.
Sure.
One, this nigga Etika is wildin'. Like,
Okay.
people have died for less.
Yeah.
Have died for less at the hand of cops. This man really risked that. He's
Unle-
really playing
unless
that.
it's staged. I'm
No
starting
way
to.
in hell.
Video?
I'm
Yo,
starting
Not
to.
in New York City. Not in New York City.
I don't know.
You would
FRF.
have to put it-
What
put it
does
this way.
what does
You would have
FR
to-
what does FRFX stand for?
I have no idea.
I don't care. I'm not trying to look into no Da Vinci Code. Anyway, right? I think that if it was staged, he would have to put up a hell of a lot of money or something because there was other cops to come by. So
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
listen, there's 50 seconds left. All right. I just want to say one thing, okay, or 2 things. One, if Trifers, if you're right, and this was all just a massive staged bamboozle, then we're the clowns. And
What?
2, this is just a Rip Pants episode from SpongeBob.
Bro, I think I legit think this man is nuts. Did you see the Keemstar interview?
Yeah.
Like, he's
You
done.
no, he's not. He was
A-Train,
trolling.
Have you,
This-
A-Train, have you seen the Ripped Pants episode of SpongeBob?
Yeah, I saw where the joke went too far. Blah blah blah.
Okay. This is that. Okay.
FRFX stands for real facts.
I don't know what facts he's spinning.
All
He's
right.
a god right
10, 9, 8, 7.
those
Wait,
cops
All right.
are-
Wait. Before. So on this note, then let me close off with my statement. So in closing, as you people
Oh,
start
wow.
to
Wow,
vanish
we're back
off,
to an hour.
right? As you guys to head off.
Yeah, he's trolling.
This is my last time I'm getting into Etika. It's why I always ignore. This is why I avoid this situation where people come in asking me about Etika, because I don't want to think people I'm clout chasing. Me and Etika's not even in the same industry. I'm into esports and I'm trying to do my thing with my team, and I'm back on the motherland trying to help my people, and in the Caribbean trying to help my people. From this point forward, anyone who asks me about Etika,
Oh my God, it's
you're
fake.
you're getting banned.
Wait, what do you mean it's fake?
That's
It's
it.
fake. It's somebody else made a fake Etika account on Twitch and is just playing one of Etika's old videos onto Twitch.
Either
You
way.
gotta clap.
Either way. That's why when I told y'all if he starts streaming, I'm just gonna end my stream and I'm not going over there to watch anything. See, this is another thing. Like the buffoonery that's going on. Why would someone even do that? Why would someone even do that?
Mental hospital?
It doesn't. We don't know where he is. It doesn't matter. That's the point I'm trying to make. It doesn't matter.
It
Anyway,
doesn't matter. It's just entertaining.
you said it, not me. You said it. You're the reflection of the audience.
hmm
The YouTube sickness.
I
Well-
got no problem with watching a train wreck.
Yeah, no, but at least you admit it. At least you admit it. You have these dudes in the YouTube chat right now denying it. At least you admit it. At least you're honest. But don't come for it doesn't make a difference if we're cool or not, or if we're enemies. Don't come asking me anything for Etika. Don't tweet to me about Etika. Don't do anything.
You guys don't even live anywhere close to each other.
I don't understand why are people calling a man from Jamaica about Etika. That part is like crazy. It's just nuts. I am here in Jamaica. He's in New York. Triforce, yo, you know if Etika's okay? Whoa. Like, I know I have the power glove, but it's not the infinity gauntlet. I don't have the reality gem. I can't peer into reality and know what's happening. What's wrong with you people? So, anyone who's interested in Triforce's entire thought process about this, you can check this video and you can check the last two that I made. This is the last time I make a video about any Etika controversy whatsoever. My message to Etika, if you ever see this, you gotta atone for what the decisions that you make, but I ain't gotta tell you that. You're a grown man. I ain't your dad or anything like that, so you already know what you gotta do with that. Take care of yourself, man. Keep up the good fight, but fight smarter, not harder. Later, everyone. Oh,
Like and subscribe.
do what you want. At the end of the day, the revolution will not be televised.
It'll be on YouTube.
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube.